It's time now for our Athlete of the Week, and it's brought to you by Diamond Point and Sauk Center. And with us today is Katie Reitsma. She is a Sauk Center volleyball player, just got done with the season, so we want to talk to you about it. And congratulations on the season that you've had.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's talk about first. Tell us about your family, who's in it, and who are your parents?
My mom and dad are Paul and Carolyn Reitsma. My sister is Michelle Reitsma, and she goes to the University of Minnesota, and this is her second year in vet. And Renee is at Wilmer as a radiology tech, and Christine's at the U for her second year, and then Mitchell and Joe.
Mm-hmm. All right. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to bring up Christine, okay, because, boy, was she busy last year, huh? She is the last year's Princess K of the Milky Way. How much of did you get involved in with that, and what did you think about that whole thing?
Well, it was exciting, and she was busy, like, the whole year, so it was exciting.
That's pretty good. What I appreciate about her is she has no fear to get up in front of 200 farmers and talk, and you can get out in front of 2,000 people and do what you do. So that's kind of a comparison. I just wanted to bring that up. All right. How did you get going with volleyball? When did you start?
Well, my sister was in volleyball, all three of them, and then Michelle kind of helped me out through it all, and she was the libero, and that's how I kind of started to be.
Mm-hmm. I want to get more into the libero position and exactly what you do. But as you progress through volleyball, some of the Sauk Center players that you've had in the past, who are some of the girls that you competed against that really made you a better volleyball player?
I looked up to like Jenna Bestie and like Jordan Gamrod, my sister, of course, who taught me pretty much the whole basic of playing volleyball.
So let's talk about the libero position, because I think it's so important. Not everybody's going to be a hitter or the setter. Or did you at one time, were you a setter?
I was a setter in like JO. Me and Amanda Kulzer switched off every like playoff game or every game. So
then how did it become that you were the libero, and how did you feel about that?
Well, I kind of liked it more. I wasn't the best at setting, and Amanda kind of did it better than me. And then I just got into it, just worked on it more than setting. So.
With that position, I think just as fans watch you play it, and I think I'll say this, there are many matches, people go to these matches and go, how does she do that? How does she get to all these shots? And it's just amazing what you do sometimes. Can you take us through, let's say they're setting the ball up on the other side. What are some of the things that you're looking at?
Well, usually if they have a best hitter, I kind of like watch where she's going. Otherwise, if they don't, I watch the ball, and if they go out, I go to line, or if they go to middle, I go to the left side or right side of the court, and then the setter goes up, and then I watch their hand to see which way they're going to hit it. And the block usually goes one way, so then they hit at me more.
I would imagine everything's going very fast, so you're thinking about this, processing it, but then it's just kind of natural ability, too, to just react, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. How about the serve-receive then, too? Because I see you back there, and sometimes the Sauk Center only has two deep, and you have to cover a lot of ground. What are you looking for as they serve it across?
Well, like where they stand sometimes tells me, like, oh, they're going to serve over here or there. So I kind of just watch that, and then just where the ball goes, I get around it and pass it up.
Okay. Do you feel that sometimes you'd much rather be there almost by yourself and not have people around you so you can just do your thing?
Yeah, sometimes, but it's nice to have someone else back there so I can rely on someone else if I shank it or something.
All right. Well, that's rare because you not only pass or make these saves, but then the ball goes right up to the setter, and I think that's what made Sauk Center such a good team this year and last year too, with your experience last year as a junior. What did you think about this year coming into the season? Because you played a lot last year as a junior, your classmates and teammates really didn't. What were some of the things that you guys talked about?
Well, I was like, being the only one out there starting, I thought I should just step up and be like, I can help them out and just get them through it. And then towards the end, they all were comfortable playing. So.
Yeah, well, it was a very good year. It was fun. There's no question about that. Let's talk about, too, I know that you kind of coach or you advise some of the younger kids. What are some of the things that they talk about as you talk volleyball with some of the younger players out there, too?
Well, they kind of look up to me too, like playing back row. Like Madison Ward's she likes to play back row with me because I just help her out and she relies on me a lot. And then Morgan and Aaliyah, they like ask me questions too, like how do you do that, and I help them out too.
I want to touch on, too, your coach, Jim Klophockey, who's been, I know, very helpful to a lot of players. What are some of the things through the course of time, through the years, that he's advised you or coached you or just supported you with?
He has helped me a lot through this season. He's been telling me new things I could do, like stay low more often, because I recently, when we play easier teams, I would just stand up a little more. But then he told me to like stay down so I can get a better pass, and I'd get used to it more.
Now, too, I want you to mention your teammates, because they've been with you for a long time now. And granted, you had a lot of girls that you played with last year that graduated, but who can you mention, and what do they mean to you here on this team?
Well, Amanda Weir, I've played with her pretty much my whole life, and she has been my best friend too, so we kind of work together. And then Amanda Culzer, she's always been my warm-up partner, so we have a lot of fun. And then Aaliyah and Allie and Megan and Caitlin, we've all played together, so we all know experience with each other, so we know like how to play with each other and who's going to get what ball. And
yeah. And too, I know that a lot of fans, they come out and watch. Do you like it when it's a big crowd out there?
Yeah, I do. It gives me a lot of just confidence, like, oh, they're going to support us, so get us through the game.
All right. Well, we have to ask you too about future plans. What about after high school, do you think?
Well, I want to go play volleyball somewhere, but I haven't decided where yet. So.
Okay. Any choices out there?
Concordia, Brainerd, and Wilmer, some other ones. So.
Well, real good. And I think I would like to speak for fans, too, that we really appreciate the effort that you guys give, the excitement, just the energy out there. I know that you give it your all. And, yeah, it didn't work out the same way as last year, but, man, it was a lot of fun. So congratulations on that, too. It's been great entertainment to watch you play. And so, again, it's just been wonderful. So thanks, okay? All right. That's our Athlete of the Week here this week, brought to you by Diamond Point, and this is Katie Reitsma with the Sauk Center volleyball team.